today, and my sister is pushing my buttons deeply, and I just had to go ahead and put this on here. So, everything I pick up, it's negative. Everything I pick up, it's I must keep it. Like, for example, this thing. What artist is going to paint with this little thing? I just feel like, you know, an artist way back, might have been my great-great-grandpa, and he might have used one of these. Or this thing. Her name don't even start with T. I must keep it. Is this, who knows? Grandma Trina might have used it. I don't even know her. I don't even know if I had a grandma named her, but I just feel like close to her when I have this in my hand. Or like this. I just feel like one day that I might have a son and he might use this. It could be a passion, an inspiration for football players or baseball players or just the sports in the future. Or this thing. This thing don't even contain Quaker Oats anymore, but we must keep it for memory. It could be an antique. I must keep. I used to have a crush on Quaker. I just have to keep his face with me always. Goodbye, Quaker. Or goggles. We don't even have an ocean here, but we must keep the goggles. The goggles. I might use them one day, like when I'm sawing or something. I must keep them for memory. I mean, what if you know, my ancestors were scuba divers and they used these? Or what if I use them in the future? And what if one day I say, oh, it should be nice if I had a pair of goggles. I was thinking about going to the community center. Or this. There is so many wallets hanging around here. People would think that we're some kind of pickpocket. Well, let's keep it. You know, what if my wallet that I have now broke or something? Well, then you could use the other 250 you have. No, I must keep this one. What if those? You know, I want wallets until I'm 105, and then I could pass on the last one to my next generation. Or this thing. I don't even know whose this is. But we must keep it. You know, what if one day we have the Queen of England come over and we have to throw a party? We must keep it. You know, it's a good, well-made teapot. We must keep it. I bet it could even pour tea. I bet it could. You know, Miss Mickey, I'm going to go hide in my room. Y'all start threatening me, I'm going to go hide in my room. Or this thing. I don't even know what this thing is. But we must keep it. It could come in handy one day. Maybe, you know, we could hang something on the wall with it. But we must keep it, you know. Maybe we could bath something in it or something. Or, you know, use it to start a car. We must keep it. We must keep it. Or this book. She's not even like, you know, somebody that reads a lot, but we must keep it. You know, one day I think, you know, I'd really like to read a book, and there's no more books because you got rid of all of them. And then I'm like, where was that book? You know, what was it called? Cross-centered life? Oh, where is it? Oh, you got rid of it. How dare you? What if, you know, what if we're related to this author here? You know, somehow, some blood relative. Must keep it, you know. What if, you know, one day this comes in handy? I'm thinking about something and it tells me the answers in this. Or this hat. We rarely wear hats, but we must keep it, you know. What if one day I cut my hair and then I go outside and I get a sunburn because I don't have a hat? We must keep it. It's a very well-made hat. You don't find them nowadays. They got broken down hats. We must keep this hat. We might use it or pass it on. It could be a pass on, like a will. We could say, here's my hat. Like you'd be saying that if it was your will. But, or like this. This is for like 2 Halloweens ago. I wore this. But we must keep it. You know, it's broke, but we must keep it. It could come into use, you know. We want to scare somebody to death, we put this thing on. In April, we could do that for Easter. We could run around with a Easter basket finding eggs with this thing on. It comes in handy, you know. This is like a makeup replacer. We could just put this on instead of putting our makeup on when we grow up. We could just do that. We must keep it. You're going to make me start crying. Please don't do that. I've already cried for the other stuff you try to give away. Or these beautiful salt and pepper shaker. I don't know which one's the salt or the pepper. You just guess. But this has got like corrosion on it. But we must keep it. Maybe we could get the corrosion off. You know, use some WD-40 or, you know, some kind of stuff we look up on the internet to get the corrosion off, and we can use these. You know, what if one day our great-great-grandson is like the president of the United States, and what if he wants to use these? And, you know, I just can't give away good salt and pepper shakers. I mean, they're glass. They're glass. And they're just very well made. They look like something in a hotel. This is beautiful. You know, and I want to keep them together. I don't want to give, you know, so if we give them away, what if somebody buys just one of them? And I could just imagine a memory that I don't even remember that could have happened with these salt and pepper shakers. I just know there's some memory, some big story behind this. If they could just talk, please, can we get rid of it? No, we can't get rid of it. It's mine. Everything is mine. Or like these crutches. This is just like saying, let something happen. I mean, we're keeping these crutches for if something happens. Like, could you just break your leg so we could use them, please? I just feel like that we should have them. And what if one day you're seriously injured and you need crutches? We could just go buy some. No, these are well-made crutches. We must keep them. They're so well-made, and they can go shorter or taller. I mean, what if you couldn't find these in any other store, and then you would have to walk around hopping on one leg for the rest of your life because you didn't have these crutches, and somebody else out in the world is using them now, but you could have used them. Or this is an empty lighter fluid bottle. Well, we must keep it. What if we need to put half of the brand new bottle into this one so that, you know, we won't, you know, start too big of a fire? We must keep it. It's a memory. It's a deep memory. I bought it last week, but it's a deep memory. Expert grillers. I mean, what if one day they go extinct and then I can't buy this kind of fuel? Maybe there's on the back a recipe to make it, and I can keep it so that I can make it. And it's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. I mean, one day you can't do that and you find like 88% satisfaction guaranteed. I mean, and look, it says danger on it. I mean, we must keep it. It's a beautiful ball. Maybe one day I could use it for, you know, a flower pot or something. Or let's think way into the future, and like when she's an adult and she has a child and she's, you know, at the hospital giving birth. But did you get the extension cord, honey? Did you get it? Did you? Make sure you put it in a sandwich bag to keep it good. And then I come over and I'm like, that thing is molded over. We must keep it. We will never have Joe's extension cord ever again. And it's an emotional attachment. What about the baby? The baby's emotional, but then this, you know, it tells me what, you know, the memory, the moment when I was going, that was just, it was beautiful. It was just lovely, and you know, I even got the doctor's hair clippings so that I could have memories of what doctor it was, and you know, I even got his first dirty diaper and I kept it in a plastic bag and kept it, and it's just, you know, I could never even think about getting rid of it. You won't even know it's an extension cord. That's okay. We'll just keep it. We'll just keep it and it'll be okay. Well, you know, we could refurbish it, go get it redone. The umbilical cord. I don't think the little boy might. That's just why I want to keep it. You know, pass it down to his family and his family and his children. I wouldn't be surprised if she was right around here sneaking stuff off as I'm speaking right now.